This is Quayson and welcome to part 2 of this video. If you haven't watched part 1 of this video, do want to watch it before you watch part 2 so you can follow up. Okay, so in part 1 of this video we spoke about your fantasies and all of those things you've been daydreaming before starting your national service. And in part 2 of this video we're going to talk about sort of like your reality, okay, whether your reality meets your expectations and what to do if your realities don't really meet your expectations. Okay, so of course, as usual, I have my book here that I will be reading from so that I wouldn't miss certain things. Okay, so from first month to third month, that is sort of like your probation stage. So this is the stage where everybody wants to help you, everybody wants to make sure you're comfortable, everybody wants to make sure everything you want you kind of get it and all of that good stuff. So please take advantage of your probation stage. That is the first 3 months of your national service. I didn't take advantage of my probation stage because nobody told me to, but if I would start my national service over again, or if I start working somewhere else, I will make sure I take advantage of my probation stage. Period. When you go to your workplace for the first time, ask your boss her expectations. I might be using her a lot because my boss was a her. Okay, my boss was female, so I'll say her a lot. Okay, so actually ask your boss what are her expectations. Okay, because just as you have your expectations, she also has her expectations. The workplace also have their expectations. So try and ask them, so what are some of the expectations, what are some of the things she's looking out for from you. She might say something like, oh, I'm just expecting to work hard and be a good girl, or something like that, right? And ask her questions like, so what is the typical day of a national service personnel? What do they usually do? You know, something like your work routine, wait for it, something like your work schedule. Okay, let them kind of, if they have anything to give you, if they have like a work schedule, like what are some of the things they expect you to do, what are some of the things you are supposed to be doing at the workplace and things like that, what does a national service personnel do and everything. Make sure they let you know so that you know like what they're expecting of you. You might also tell them what you're expecting of them. Maybe you're expecting them to be very good to you, to help you learn because you are willing to learn, so you're expecting them to help you learn, to be very free and to be very friendly to you. Okay, so these are very important questions you should make sure you discuss with your boss. I know some of you might be very shy. I was personally very shy, so I never asked. If I get a chance to go back again, trust me, I will be bold enough to ask, because if you don't ask these questions, you kind of have to figure things out on your own, and trust me, it's very overwhelming. It's not a nice feeling at all. Okay, so make sure you clarify that, get that out of the way. And the second questions that are very important are your transportation and your food. I got a bit lucky. They were providing me with food and transportation, so when I got there I just asked questions like, where do I pick the bus, where do I go for lunch, you know, where do I go to, where is the cafeteria, where is the, you know, the car park, things like that. Okay, but if you are not going to be, but if your workplace is not going to provide you with food and transportation, you can ask them questions like, so where do they usually buy their food, right? And they might tell you, oh, they buy from this so and so over here. Go to the woman's place and go and say hi. You are new to this place, you are doing your national service, and you were told that she has very nice food, so you'll be coming there to buy it. Trust me, that's a relationship you are forming, and they'll give you a lot of food. I did that with some of the people in my cafeteria, so I was sometimes getting a little bit more, right, until they got changed. Right? But make sure you always have this friendly relationship with the people who give you food, right? And for transportation, for transportation, you can actually tell your boss that, you know, you go towards the back. My camera actually died, so I'm back now. So for transportation, if your workplace isn't going to provide you with transportation, you can ask your boss a question like, okay, I go towards this direction, is there anybody at the workplace that I can join, right? They might tell you that, oh, so and so goes towards the direction, so go speak to the person might drop you off. Then go and speak to the person. You know, when you're going to speak to the person, try and ask your boss if you should mention her name or not. If she says no, when you go, just, you know, talk to the person, hey, I'm new here, da 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 da, ask them like the same questions, like what are your expectations of me, whatever, and then you also ask them the question. Say, you go towards the direction. Is there anyone they know who can drop you towards that direction, or who goes towards that direction, right? If they tell you, oh, I do, I do, so you can join me, then cool, now you have someone to join. If they say, oh, I don't know anyone, it means maybe they don't want to drop you because probably they do something else before going. Maybe they don't want to delay you, or maybe they go see someone before going and they don't want you to be a distraction. It could be any other reason apart from maybe they just don't like you. Okay, so if you start working, try and get these questions out of the way. Their expectations of you, your expectations of them. Where do they get food? Are they going to provide you with food? Are they going to provide you with food? If not, where can you get food to purchase, right? Can you join someone? Are they going to give you transportation? If not, where do they pick their transportation? Who can you join to go home? Okay, so try and get these questions out of the way as well, right? So I think this is it for the honeymoon stage. The honeymoon stage is you getting to know them, they getting to know you, right? Also for this stage, expect to be criticized a bit for maybe how you might probably dress to work, okay? Especially if the workplace, I think usually in Ghana, a lot of ladies don't wear heels to work. They tend to wear like flats or sandals to work. So if you go to your workplace wearing heels, they might kind of like not really feel like it's appropriate. But if you feel it makes you feel confident and all of that, then do wear it. I think you should wear whatever you choose to wear to work, but always make sure you look very presentable, okay? So your honeymoon stage, get to know them, let them get to know you, but don't go and talk too much about yourself, because as much as possible it might go against you in the next few months. So try your best to keep it very short about yourself. Don't say too much about yourself because they're getting to know you, so don't say anything that they might use against you, right? Just keep it short, keep it professional. If you don't know what to say, like when they ask you, tell me about yourself, try and like Google some answers and just say something nice. I'm a very outgoing person who likes to work hard and everything that relates to the work. Not, I'm a no-nonsense person, I hate drama. No, don't go saying all of that. Say things that relate to the workplace, right? Just keep it very, very professional, very short. I like to work with people, when they ask you what are some of your character, try and keep it very, very professional, because all your casual drama bitchy thing should be in the house. Okay, when you come to work, it's a different ball game altogether. Know how to blend with whichever environment you find yourself. Okay, so this is part 2 of the video. Stay tuned for part 3. I'll see you next time. Bye.